music down so AJ doesn't yell over it.
You said that last podcast.
No, I said I was going to turn it up so you would. This is being nice.
This is going to become a societal beef here.
You're so mean, Steve.
Oh, don't I know it? Okay. It's not peach tea.
Dream it, do
or
it.
raspberry.
It's coffee. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Creamer.
Is that any good?
It's fantastic.
Sounds good.
It's like a new heaven.
Yeah. It does sound good. Does it come in diet?
Does it come in diet? Is it keto friendly?
Yes.
No, it's not.
They need better diet creamers. I will say that.
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have aspartame-filled creamers.
This sounds awful.
I mean, it's a couple of like the regular one is good, but when they start trying to add flavors, I don't know, but it's like chemical. It's
Chemical.
It's not. Yeah, it's not that good. Once you get past just the original, that's a little sweet, adds some sweet to your coffee and a little, creaminess. The rest
It's like
of
that sweet and low. I don't like the sweet and low either.
Yeah, that's the
Nice
only
thing.
one I can handle. Like Equal, I think tastes disgusting, and Splenda
Oh, Splenda
is
is gross.
gross. It adds something.
Splenda, is that what they put in all that diet soda? I think it's nasty.
No, you can buy diet soda with Splenda, but no, it's not good.
No, it's
All
not.
those artificial sweeteners give me migraines instantly. A little sip.
Really?
It used to do that to me, but I've gotten used to it. I think because it's eaten holes in my brain.
It's aspartame, right?
Yeah.
They put in regular Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is like just a form of like Equal or Sweet and Low or something. I think that's all aspartame as well.
It's not Splenda.
No, Splenda is something else. And then, have you tried stevia?
Stevia.
I think it has a weird taste too.
Is that how it goes? Stevia.
No, that's Activia. That's
Oh. That's something else.
that's yogurt.
Probably has stevia in it.
It might.
Wait.
I don't know.
We need to start this over. We can do better.
What?
Welcome to our
Yes,
Thursday.
welcome to 3 Men with Beers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Follow us on Facebook.
Yes.
5 spotties.
Yes.
5 Spotties.
That's Spotify for you uneducated folk.
Oh, good stuff.
So I guess I'll go ahead and do the sad news.
The sad news. Yeah.
The sad news. I'm not going to sound sad doing it at this point, but it is pretty sad news. So the reason why we've had such a long hiatus in between some of our podcasts is, what was our last episode? Was that
13?
13?
13.
So sometime between episode 11 and 12, my wife decided to leave me. And then, I was kind of trying to work things out and all that stuff. And then this last weekend, I found out that she had been basically committing adultery on me since July. Mm-hmm. So that's done. That's over. I will be filing for divorce as soon as possible. And I just wanted to let the audience members know, because I know we've talked about, my wife on the podcast, and I didn't want people being confused here once my divorce is final and I'm like talking about my new girlfriend.
Whoa, Steve.
Wait a minute. What happened?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to go to that church.
Yeah. So it was mainly I just wanted to let everybody know what was going on, and I would appreciate, prayer. I'm doing pretty good. The other night when I found out I was really in a bad spot, these guys all came over, except Keegan, of course.
Keegan.
No, I know. You told me that he wanted, he would have come, but he wasn't sure.
Yeah.
We don't know each other that well yet. So, but Keegan, you would have been totally welcome and appreciate the sentiment. But through all this, I found out that it's not my place to judge whether or not somebody's a Christian, but it does say that we will know them by their fruit. And so, my soon-to-be ex-wife, if everybody could pray for her that she would find Jesus. If the adultery thing hadn't happened the way it did, probably could have forgave her. But when I found out the length of time that it had been going on and that she believes that this is what God wants for her life, I just, I can't make myself forgive that to the point where I'd want to stay married. So, that's just what happened. So, pray for me, pray for my family, especially my children. They're a couple of cute little kids, and they're so much fun. And I really just don't want this to affect them negatively more than just, why don't mommy and daddy live together anymore? So, but otherwise, it took a couple of days, and I'm seeing a counselor, Christian guy that we've been friends forever. He's a lot older than me, but he's got a lot of experience helping people with this sort of thing, with an adultery situation and all that, helping them heal. And what I've been telling everybody is that, the Bible talks about that peace that passes all understanding. And that's what I've been asking people to pray for me for, is just that peace that makes no sense that I have it. And honestly, it's actually not there 100%, but over the last, couple of days, I've been oddly joyful, and I can't explain why. And it's got to be the Holy Spirit lifting me up. So it's a wonderful thing. Yeah. So sad news, but at the same time, I'll get through it, and hopefully, down the road, once I get things all worked out in my brain, I might be able to use this to help somebody else that's going through the same thing. So anyway, take it from here, Jacob.
I mean, we always go through things in life to be able to help others, which is always good. So that's good stuff. I've had a fantastic week. AJ's had a good week as well. Bruce, how's your week been? Going good. I'm exhausted.
Is your mic working? Oh, it's not.
It's not
Uh-oh.
working.
You guys can't hear Bruce.
We can't hear Bruce. Well, we will remedy that at the
In the break.
end of the first segment.
Yeah, I know you guys tune in for Bruce.
You're going to have to yell.
That's why I listen to the podcast after we shoot it, to get some of that sweet Bruce voice.
Just pretend I got the music up real loud.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll just cut some stuff of Bruce.
Yeah.
And just throw it in there. Yeah, we got you. But me and AJ, we've had half day yesterday. Kids have no school today, no school tomorrow. So them are long days. Yeah. So when kids don't have school, we have.
Oh, you guys
kids.
are more busy. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that no school. You guys are going to be
No.
kicking off your shoes and throwing the masks out for the day.
No, that would be. I did get. I was able to get off at like 12:30 today.
That's fantastic.
I just looked at my colleagues and was like,
I'm out.
I'm leaving. Got my backpack and I'm peaced out. I was like, I'm gonna be over hours this week anyway, so bye.
There you go.
So that was always nice.
Yeah.
It's always nice to say peace out when you can.
Yeah, it really is.
I did learn, because the one thing that kids always want to do, which I hate, is make slime. And so finally yesterday, since I was with them so long, I was like, we'll try to make slime. I can't make slime. I can either make a super sticky mess that won't come off, or I can make like balls of hardened foam.
See, slime looks so easy to make on like 5-minute crafts and like the random videos you see on Facebook.
That Blippy guy?
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, it's so easy. No, it's not.
Okay.
Never is it easy.
I want to hear more about this, but I've got this like weird deja vu thing. So have you ever noticed, we've talked about in the past on the podcast when you're talking about something and then you get a weird ad that pops up on your phone?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that happen, but it has nothing to do with technology? This morning, I'm at Sonic drive-thru. You want to know what their current Wacky Pack toys are? The slime collection.
Oh, no.
It's so weird. I call it the symmetry of life, where you just like randomly start talking about something and then somebody else starts talking about it.
Yeah. The one slime that me and
I think I'm back.
our school.
Hey, you are back. He fixed it.
Don't know how. I didn't go to the restroom.
The one thing we're good at my school is we can make oobleck.
Yep.
Which is a liquid, but under like force and stuff like that, it turns into a solid. If you ever seen Big Bang Theory, they do a demonstration on that where they put saran wrap over a speaker and they dump this oobleck on the speaker part and the oobleck dances.
Huh.
So it's pretty cool.
Right on.
We do that.
It's a semi-solid. Is that what it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's cornstarch and water.
Oh,
That is
okay.
it.
I know what you're. Yeah. Okay. We just called it cornstarch and water in my old age.
The thing
when
that
we were
cracks me up
kids.
about those 5-minute videos is all the one like 5-minute crafts, and it's like a master carpenter.
Right.
You're like,
I follow a guy on Facebook who looks at them 5-minute crafts and go, I'm going to do this. And he never gets it right. Well, it's like or the 5-minute crafts is like, I can get this stain out. So he goes and makes a big old stain in front of his fiance.
oh, I saw that one.
He's like, don't worry, honey, I'll get it out. His fiance's like, this rug costs $500. But
Maybe not everything on the internet's true.
It's not. And, it's interesting because I think this is a bigger societal issue because when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have 5-minute crafts. We had Bob Vila and Norm.
yeah.
And those crafts, this old house, the stuff that Norm would make, my goodness, that dude was a craftsman. He would build he would go cut a tree down and then take it to the mill and plane the lumber and then take it and have it dried. And then he comes back and he builds this beautiful ornate dresser, hand carved with flowers or, leaves and stuff in the wood. And then he miters it and does all this stuff, builds this beautiful thing. And then it says it took him 6 months to build this one dresser. And now it's 5-minute crafts. So delayed gratification. People.
Is Bob Vila the OxyClean guy?
no.
No.
Bob Vila's the guy that used to race Tim the Toolman Taylor with the lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He used to have his own show called This Old House. Yeah. He was the host of. They would rehab houses.
The more you know.
Yeah.
I am not this old.
You never watched Tool Time?
I love Tool Time, but I don't think I've ever.
Bob
put
Vila
two
was
and
on
two-
a episode when they were racing their. Yeah.
He was on multiple episodes.
Yeah, I think a
Okay.
couple of them.
Was he on more than one? Well, the one I remember is the one you're
Tim's
talking about.
nemesis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might have to rewatch Home Improvement.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought he was the OxyClean guy.
I think we should,
Billy Mays.
for a
Billy
future
May-
he passed
podcast,
away.
pick a 5-minute
And he
video.
got hit in the head
Go
with a
at it.
suitcase or something.
No, he
5-minute
died of a
craft.
cocaine overdose.
Did he really?
They don't even listen to me.
Sorry, we're
Talk about
Why am I
talking
even
about
here?
Billy Mays.
Why
Sorry.
am
I was
here?
listening.
Sorry, start over.
I'm going home. Kelly, you're going to listen to this in the future? I'll be home.
She's not going to listen.
No, she's not.
Oh,
I'm going to get home. She's like, why are you home so early? Be like, you'll find out.
Wait. You'll find out.
You'll know in a few days.
No, I said for a future podcast, we should pick out a 5-minute craft and try it.
I mean, I'm down.
Okay.
I mean, we can get some of these
Put
things
some
out.
tarps down and
All right.
Get some shaving cream and see what can happen.
Oh gosh, it calls for some tea.
I see our first break's getting ready to come up, and I don't know what we've talked about this segment.
I don't either.
Well, we did learn some things. One, Billy Mays didn't die from getting hit in the head.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a cocaine overdose. Pretty sure.
I thought it was some
We
freak
can
accident.
verify this at the break, but yeah.
I thought it was some freak accident on a plane. Like, he pulled, like something fell out and hit him in the head.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I know that ShamWow guy was in jail for a lot of years for soliciting prostitution.
Well, he just looks weird.
Yeah.
He's a creepy dude.
That's
really
a Subway
is.
guy.
No, he's in jail for a different reason, but it was pretty creepy also.
And we'll be back.
All right, throwing it down, Jared.
And hello. This is sponsored by Prairie Meadows Church. We are located at
426 Emerson, Bonner Springs, Kansas 66012.
We have services every Sunday at 10:30. We will soon be doing children's church. All is welcome. We have a very lively group, I believe, and we're having a great time. All right, we are a congregation that is slowly and greatly growing. All right, I want you to be a part of this. Come and be a part of the action. Be part of the fun at Prairie Meadows Church.
Yeah.
Please reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns at prairiemeadowschurch.com.
Or you can check out our live stream every Sunday at 10:30
At 10:30.
on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
I like that we have a hype guy over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prairie Meadows Church. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I enjoyed this morning. It was good.
It was a good service.
It was real good.
Service.
Any
Yeah.
live feedback happen?
Live
Did
feedback? No.
Oh, you didn't hear that last week then.
No feedback.
We will talk about last week's service.
No, it was a good time.
So Prairie Meadows Church, be there.
Yes.
That's what Jesus wants.
Yes.
It's true.
If you're a zip code folk, you should show up.
66012. Whoop whoop. And the is out.
His house. And his for CZ.
I'm sorry. These are really long commercials.
They're just 2 minutes.
Prairie Meadows Church. There we go.
And we're back with the three men with beards and Bruce, who's it kind of looks like you're starting to grow one back.
I figure it'd be cold again once it really starts to come in. So
It's supposed to freeze tonight, so cover your veggies, people. If you have a garden, put something over it.
Well, me and Keegan will talk about this. We're like, what's our demographic for the podcast?
Gardeners.
Gardeners.
That's why
nosy
nosy neighbors
Nosy neighbors and gardeners.
and squirrels.
It's like, could we play our podcast for elementary school kids? No. Are we PG-13?
No,
Nah.
we're good.
PG-8?
Play on.
I don't know.
TVY?
There's a lot of intimidation that AJ throws out there from,
Right.
Not
Yeah.
towards any elementary school
No.
kids.
just Joel.
So during the break, we did find out that Billy Mays died of drugs,
Yeah. Cocaine.
cocaine.
So just say no, elementary kids.
There you go, AJ. Good job.
We're gonna get done with the podcast. There's gonna be a group of them out there. AJ's gonna have to fight them all.
Elementary school kid ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of elementary school kids in this neighborhood. Just saying.
You got your samurai sword.
There you go.
Oh, this is a lot heavier than what I anticipated.
It's a sword. Did you think it was gonna be light?
I took a nap today.
It's not one of those plastic ones that we used to play with when we were kids. The ones that you'd swing them and
Lightsabers?
they'd bend over. Yeah.
Still hurt when your best friend hits you in the back with it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not talking to you for at least 5 minutes.
See, we didn't have the fake lightsabers that would telescope. We didn't have those.
Just a long.
Well, before that, we had tubes of cardboard from the wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or-
remember.
Or sticks.
Or a
I remember-
flashlight, and you had to just pretend there was something there.
I remember one time in college, I walked out of my dorm room, and there was these two guys fighting each other with kendo sticks in the hallway. I just went, nope. I'll go back in my room. I'm not into that right now.
The things that went on in the dorm room before I showed up. That dormitory. The stories you tell, I'm like, I'm so glad I was like 4 years after you. I think I would have died. You had giant men fighting, and
Yes.
then kendo sticks.
Yes.
community showers.
No.
Talk about baseball men with twister mats.
No. We
Yes, tell that story.
When I went to college, when I first got there, they had an open shower with just 3 shower heads,
No.
and
Not
that was fine.
I would
that
have
was
stunk for 4 years.
that was always the most. Whenever we had welcome days and you had the high schoolers students come visit the campus, that was always the most intimidating part for the boys. The girls had their own bathrooms, like 2 rooms shared 1 bathroom. But so what we would do for welcome days is we would get twister mats and put in the shower.
What Welcome Days is where they would invite high schoolers to come and visit the campus.
Oh, okay.
They'd stay the
Okay.
night.
I just said that.
Right on.
Was that not paying attention?
No. And it got to the point where the dean of students had to get up and be like, all right, we are having welcome days coming up, and there will be high schoolers on the students, and so please don't put any twister mats in the showers. And all the girls were like, what? And so we went and got inflatable pools and put it there instead.
That's all weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, then they remodeled the
so-
bathrooms and put stalls in, but we all hated it because they went from 3 shower heads down to 2 shower heads for the stalls.
Oh.
And so it took that much longer to get a shower in the morning because 1, guys now had privacy, so they took longer showers. And 2, there's only 2 shower heads. But
Yes. See, here's the thing. When you're in the next stall,
I think we're officially PG-13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when you're in the next stall, and the worst thing is when your buddy next to you goes, "Hey, I need a pee. You mind?" I'm like, "What?"
It's sterile.
And then he just starts peeing, and I'm like, "Come on, man!" But I wore flip flops, so I was good.
that's how you get athlete's foot.
Yeah. You know, this makes me glad I never went to college.
I
These
mean,
are experiences I don't regret that I didn't have.
Well, one time I went to try to take a shower since we're already PG-13. And the baseball team just got done with practice. And I walked in and there was 5 guys in the shower. 3 shower heads. They were doing rotations like soaping up in the back and then switching. They're like, come on, AJ, we got room for 1 more. I'm like, I can wait. I don't need a shower that badly.
Yeah, I would wait.
I would be late to my 8 o'clock.
That sounds awful. I no. I'd have stunk for 4 years. Either that or get really good at the self sponge bath.
So they didn't. When I was in high school, the men's locker room had just a big old shower. Is that still not?
I don't think that's a thing anymore. When I was in high school, they had shut that down. Like they didn't even work in my school.
Well, I went.
We
I
had
went
a
to,
real creepy gym coach that used to stand there and make sure that you took a shower.
And he went on to coach at Penn State.
Since we're already PG-13, AJ is going overload.
Yeah, I went to Christian school, and they had the giant shower, but I think there was another bathroom that had a single shower that pretty much everybody used.
See,
But I would use the big one because there was never anybody in there because they were all in line at the single shower. So I would just hurry up and handle it and be done.
I figured out ways to like beat the system. You would plan it out when you knew there was gonna be nobody there.
Yeah.
So like you knew you would go, and you'd find your time to take a shower. Or when I got older, I realized that I was a very intimidating guy on campus. So if a freshman or a sophomore was taking too long, I would yell at them,
Just be like, get out.
"Get out now, or I'm coming in."
That's when they had stalls. See, they didn't have them when I was there. I didn't care. Whatever.
So I have a story about yelling at people. This is so funny. This is so funny. So the foreman at the job site I'm at, it's not really foreman. It's really like a partnership at this point. It's like guy that's been doing this forever and me, and I know what I'm doing and he knows what he's doing and we know what we're doing together. So it's really just kind of like 2 buds hanging out working, right? Well, Fridays we do Friday lunch. So we go to a restaurant, sit down, have a nice meal. So we go to El Poltro up here. Always yummy, in my opinion. That's a good place to eat. And we're in there. Well, apparently, I didn't realize this, and he didn't tell me. Red sauces just run right through him. And so he's sitting there eating salsa. Well, by the time the end of the meal, he's running for the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, El Poltro apparently has the bathroom with a single stall toilet and a urinal for the men. Well, the toilet was occupado. So he comes back to the table, not sure what to do, because apparently there was no stopping what was about to happen. The next thing I know, he gets back up, goes in there, and I hear him yell, and I will edit it for the Christian folk, "Get the F off the toilet, I gotta use it." And it went through the whole restaurant, and everybody turned and looked. It was, hilarious.
So I would think that if you had that problem,
You would think most
Wouldn't you think you wouldn't eat the salsa?
you wouldn't have the salsa.
you wouldn't have the salsa, but when you open up a Mexican restaurant, you think more than one stall
Yeah.
Right?
would be key.
Right? See, the thing is, that building used to be a pizza joint.
Right.
So I don't know if pizza doesn't cause people to have that issue or not, I guess. I don't know. But apparently, Mexican food does.
If pizza runs through you, let us know in your comments.
Yes. We would like to know.
We will send you a T-shirt with the pizza on it. It says "Run through you."
Run through you, 3 men with beers.
I don't eat at El Poltro anymore.
No?
That's my
Did you have a bad experience there?
Yeah, with my
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Is this
We were eating
tellable?
We were eating at
Yeah.
El Potro, and my oldest daughter, Lainey, I don't care, I'll say your name. She didn't look well.
She's gonna listen.
She didn't look well. And we asked her, "Are you feeling okay?"
Multiple times.
Multiple times. Yeah, I'm fine. When Lainey doesn't feel good, she hates to admit that she doesn't feel good.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I'm fine.
She's
I'm
very
fine."
strong-willed.
Then all of a sudden,
She was not.
she was not okay. Right there in the booth. And Jacob doesn't handle sick.
I don't do vomit.
No.
Yeah. I'd be right there with you, Jacob.
I was, for one, I didn't wear. I had shorts and a T-shirt on, and the weather had dropped since we were in the restaurant, at least by 20 degrees, it felt like. And I went outside, and I'm sitting on the bench, freezing. I'm like, I ain't going back in. Kelly and AJ's like, we boxed up your food for you. Nah, I
No,
appreciate
I'm
it.
good.
I'm good. Y'all take that home.
So Jacob's like, no
I
way,
have
I'll
not
be
ate there since.
Really?
And the poor folks there had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And they were so helpful, I'm sure.
You know, I don't get that. Like, I could understand for a little bit being like, I can't go back in there. But not, how long ago was this?
It's been about 3 years.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, after.
It's not been 3 years. It was this past. No, it was before the pandemic. But right before. It's
2
within
years?
the last year. Macy was with us. Without any equipment 3 years ago.
It felt like forever.
Well, either way.
That's what COVID does.
I'm
to
kind of
you.
like, a couple months I'll go back. If it's good, but if there's, a bad experience,
If
I'll
it-
give it another shot.
I might be
If the-
traumatized. I might not go back there. There seems to be some issues with the.
If the
The
food
culture.
makes me sick, then
Yeah. I've never had a problem with El Poltro.
Maybe I'll go back and just not go with Lainey.
Yeah. I could understand that. Be like, I'm seeing in my mind's eye what you did, and I can't eat here. If she's not there, hey, just don't sit in that same booth. Which booth was it? Because I don't want to sit in that booth either. Those things have nooks and crannies. You really think them people cleaned it that well?
hopefully by now.
Especially in the predicament that we're in.
Yeah,
I'm sure they've cleaned it.
maybe. Yeah.
Man, we need to get on a solid topic that I can name the podcast for. Because we haven't got it yet.
The one with the vomit.
The one with the showers.
The one that's PG-13.
The one that is not okay for elementary kids.
Right.
Yes.
I wouldn't play number 14 for him, Jacob.
I was going to throw on number 13.
I don't know.
Probably shouldn't play that one either.
Chicken wings.
That's what we're going to talk about.
I love me some chicken wings.
Dude, I have been on a chicken wing tirade. That's literally the word for it. And not necessarily, I've been making my own too. Like, anytime I'm somewhere where there's chicken wings, I'm like, have you ever ordered from Pizza Hut, like, just the wings?
Yeah.
No pizza? No, nothing
I've got
else?
wings from there before.
Oh, man. Their wings are good. Their pizza's horrible, but their
Pizza
wing,
Hut pizza is horrible?
I think so.
Yeah. I tried it again, and I thought, I'll give him a chance. Maybe it's better.
Yeah.
No.
The only
I couldn't
thing,
eat leftovers. That's how bad.
yeah. The only thing that I have noticed has been upgraded at Pizza Hut is if you get the garlicky Parmesan-y crust. That makes it better. But it's still not. I mean, the rest of the pizza's not good. Just eat the crust; it's fine.
I go Hut. Just a Hut flavor.
Yeah.
It's good. I like pizza.
I like pizza.
I don't like Domino's.
No.
Haven't had them in years.
We're
years.
talking about chicken wings,
Oh.
people, not pizza.
Oh, you one of them people, like, if there's like a bone out wing is not wings.
No.
It's a
No,
nugget.
that's not wings.
And
That's chicken nuggets.
It's a different flavor. Like, it loses something not having, the bone in. So I'm the bone in traditional wing guy.
Yeah. See, I'm tried my best not to eat messy kind of person, so I don't get bone in.
I hear you.
So I usually just go bone out.
Yeah. I will do bone in if it's at a restaurant and I really want wings, but they don't have adequate napkinage.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'll do that. But otherwise, I'm a traditional wing. Down the gamut. Is that a word?
Sure.
Yeah, I actually introduced Kelly to chicken wings because she never had them before.
Really?
When we were dating, and she loved them. And fast forward, we got married, and she told me, these people at work, I ran out and got chicken wings for them at work at this place they told me to, and they were fantastic. We have to go get them. I was like, sure, I'm always down for a good wing. And so we took off and drove to where these chicken wings were. Fantastic chicken wings. One of the worst neighborhoods in Nashville. I was like, you don't come here anymore at night.
Right.
You don't come here anymore during the day by yourself. I don't know what those people were thinking.
Kelly's hardcore.
Now, Kelly is clueless. She grew up in a small town and does not understand bad neighborhoods.
Bad neighborhoods is where you get the best food, though.
It is.
Really is. It is. It's something. I don't know what it is. Is it the old grease that they use? I don't know, but it's so
It
good.
might be.
It's so good. But no, I was having a wing craving, and one Friday when we do Friday lunch, we went to Old Chicago, and I was like, I don't really want pizza. I had pizza the other day, whatever. So I was like, let me get the wings, and they're like, do you want the 5 wings or 6 wings or whatever it is, or the 10 wings, or do you want the wing keg?
There's a wing keg.
Yeah,
I
at
hope
Old
you ordered
Chicago.
that.
Well, I ordered the small one and a sandwich. And then I ate the wings, I boxed the sandwich, and ordered the keg.
So they're good?
They're really good. Really good
Have to put that
at
on the
Old
list.
Chicago. Yeah. And
I'm
I
always
got
looking for a good
the,
wing.
it's like, I got the regular buffalo because I like buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
But then that was half. And then the other half I got I think it's called Screamin' Mango. Oh.
I tell you,
was
Lainey, we'll talk about her again, crazy about wings. Wing fanatic.
Her and I are going to get along.
Just don't take her to our culture.
Nope, one of these days I'll get some wings and I'll have everybody over. I'll make them. So, anyway, we'll be back because we're going to talk about something.
Yeah?
A commercial.
Oh, yes.
BC Quality Image.
Yes.
Why is everybody looking at their watches?
BC Quality Image is also a sponsor of the show, ran by our main man Bruce behind the camera. You can't see him, but he is rocking a magnificent beard now. We pulled him over to the beard side. But BC Quality Image, I don't know, can you see the merchandise over here, Bruce? He printed out our 3 Men with Beards merchandise. If you want a 3 Men with Beards shirt or hat or cap, just let us know. We'll hook you up for a great price. He printed Jacob's infamous tiger shirt, which is awesome.
Slow down. It's 2 minutes long.
I've gotten so many compliments on that shirt.
Yes.
You wear it out in public?
It's gotten
Sometimes.
Keegan dates, but not Jacob yet. But yes, BC Quality Image.
He also made me some sweet hats.
Sweet hats.
Yeah.
Nice.
He can print on anything.
Yes, very affordable as well.
Yes. So whatever you can concoct in your mind and be like, I think this should be on a shirt, he can put it on a shirt for you. Here we go. Man, see, everybody see my hat here. Here we go. So yes, for all your printing needs, BC Quality Image. Not only does he make quality merchandise, but he's also the most attractive print man I've ever seen.
That's true.
Yes.
Welcome back to 3 Men with Beards.
Do I have an okay radio voice? I'm trying. You know,
it's
could
fine.
could I get a job eventually doing like voiceovers?
Yeah. If Johnny Depp can, you can.
Yeah, be like,
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men.
I
do a
cannot.
commercial. No.
Get your groove on.
Yeah.
Now I want some wings.
Right. I will be making some this weekend.
Yes.
What do I have? I've got the Buffalo Wild Wings Caribbean jerk sauce in the fridge, along with the Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce.
You were talking about places where Kelly shouldn't go. It got me thinking. I was talking to Marvin, one of our coworkers, and he is in school for counseling and stuff like that, and they sometimes send job opportunities to the school he's at and stuff like that. And he got a job opportunity in Tribune, Kansas.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
It's like a one-horse town in the middle of Kansas. And he goes, I don't think somebody my skin color should go down there. I go, I think you're right. And he just sent me a picture.
Looking it up on maps. I've lived in Kansas my whole life. Never heard of this place.
Yeah.
I have not either.
Oh, that's not in the middle of Kansas. That's out like not too far from the Colorado border,
When
south of I-70.
Yeah.
when we first moved here and we were looking at houses, Kelly, of course, was looking on the internet, and she was like, I found this, like, 6-bedroom house for $10,000. I went, where? Quindaro? No.
Yeah.
No. No.
No, you only go down there to get burritos in the middle of the day, armed.
But
But they do have good burritos down there. Any place, doesn't matter the place. They're all good.
some people can't do it. Me, can't do it, not at least not anymore.
No.
But yeah. Another story about my college years. We used to go to Buffalo Wild Wings and we get their atomic hottest hot wings, which aren't the best flavor they have. You just do it so you can say, I ate the atomic wings. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, by that time you can't even really taste it.
Yeah.
And so we all ate them. Fast forward the next day, the majority of us were going on a trip, on a preaching trip to go to, I think it was Georgia, to preach.
Mm-hmm.
And it all hit us at the same time, you know.
Oh.
And we're like,
Oh, yeah.
you got to find a rest stop now.
Yeah, either that or some tall grass and a handful of napkins.
And so we found a rest stop, and we all went in there, and we were all using it, and you know what happens. This guy came in, and he's like, no. Just turned around and walked out. No.
Out of order.
Yep. So, I like me some chicken wings. I gotta say, Buffalo Wild Wings, their wings are kind of overrated.
They are. I agree. They're not my
Expensive.
favorite.
They're very expensive, yeah.
Believe it or not, Casey's has pretty good wings.
Casey's?
Yes, believe it or not.
If I'm going to spend the money, Buffalo Wild Wing money, I prefer Wingstop.
Yeah. Agreed. So back to Casey's. Because there's one not too far.
Yeah.
So what kind of quantities can you buy these wings in? Because I've got to have at least 20 at this point to be satisfied.
They have several things.
Really?
Yeah. Just ask for, at least I like them a little bit crisper.
Mm-hmm.
So tell them to crisp them up a little bit.
Okay. I do like Casey's pizza,
Because
too.
I think
Yeah, I do too. That's
really
how I found
do.
the wings.
I've had their wings
Yeah.
and they're not bad, but I think they're oven.
Yeah, they are oven. They're not,
They're not.
fried.
Yeah. You know how I do mine when I make them? Grill.
If I told you yes, that would be freaky.
Well, it would be. But I use the grill. So I get
Hold
that
on, let me
smoky
go ask your
flavor.
neighbor.
She would know. You know, it's funny. After that episode, because I was on the wing kick, so I had a fire going, you know, that Saturday all day because I had wings going all day, and I went outside to check the mailbox, and she yelled at me, "Is your house on fire?" And I said, "Nope." And she goes, "Well, I've been seeing smoke." And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "All day." And I said, "Yeah, I'm cooking chicken wings."
You should have been like, and you didn't call the fire department?
You should have just been like, why, yes, it is.
You should be like, what?
I almost have it under control.
I ended up asking her, I was like, you know, you don't like smell the wonderfulness that's happening back there? Because it smells really
Should
good
be
back
in awful shape when I smoke turkeys.
Yeah,
and
you know.
brisket.
there. Yeah. So, I mean, so then she's like, "Oh, okay, so you're cooking. Okay. And, yeah, so, like I said, she watches everything I do.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't have the specifics, she knew that smoke was in the area.
So if somebody would come and kill you, it wouldn't be unsolved.
No, she would
No.
probably have their DNA somehow.
You would not kill Steve and get away with that.
No. And all joking aside, she's not that annoying. I've embellished a little. She's really nice, but I like to joke about it because once she starts talking to you, it's really hard to get away. Really hard, and that's part of the joke.
Is she by herself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, her husband passed away quite a few years ago, actually, at a first watch, oddly enough. Yeah, like they were having breakfast and he had a heart attack. He was a really cool guy. I got a story about him. So funny. So, I think we've talked in the past about when you're on the phone pacing. Do you guys do that?
Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the podcast? For some reason, I thought we did. Maybe not.
No? Maybe? I don't know.
I can't
I don't
remember.
think so.
Anyway, so I do that a lot. I'll pace when I'm on the phone. And her husband, when he was alive, his name was Larry. Such a nice guy. He was supposed to not be smoking cigarettes, and he still was. And he would hide from her by going out to the carport at all hours of the night. So I'm out pacing, and I was on some phone call that was intense at at that moment or whatever. So I was major pacing, and I ended up like pacing outside and like walking around the house randomly in the dark. And I made it down to my driveway and ended the call. And I'm standing there in the dark, nobody's around, and it's late at night and it's dark, and I'm looking around and nobody's there. So I let out a giant fart, extremely loud. And all I hear from across the street is, Okay. And then I see the red cherry from the cigarette light up. Oh, man.
Just when you think you're alone.
Yeah, I thought I was totally alone. Nope, Larry's out smoking on the, sitting on the tailgate of his truck. No clue he was there.
That's hilarious. Speaking of alone, Church in the Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Church in the Dark. Fridays, 9 o'clock. We did
Doing music in the back.
We did episode 2
Of season 2.
of season 2.
Nice.
Are you scared yet? I like to have subplots, and I am scared yet. But
I did get to watch the episode when I was getting tagged when everybody was asking me if I was up there messing with you guys.
that was the first one.
First
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody was tagging. I was like, I'm in bed.
It was me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm laying here in bed. I'm getting ready to go to sleep.
I go, I bet that's Steve up there.
But episode 2 went down, and so I was like, I got a hold of Keegan, and I think AJ might be, and my sister might be the only ones that know this. But Keegan was in the church, making noises this past week, and I thought it went very well. It could have been a little bit louder, but lasted 18 minutes. I should have lasted longer, just because. But this next week we're gonna do episode 3. And I will be by myself because he's planning on going back home. So we'll see how that goes.
Back to Wichita.
Wichita, ain't nothing good in Wichita.
Nothing. Gauntlet turned down.
I don't think I've ever been there. Or
You ain't
maybe
missing
I drove through it once.
You're not missing anything.
You're not missing anything.
Why'd he go down there then if there's nothing there?
Well,
He wasn't running to. He was running from.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Hi, Phil. We miss you.
We do miss you, Phil.
I miss Phil.
Yeah, I do.
Have him have a guest spot
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Does he listen to the podcast?
I don't see why you shouldn't. Phil, if you're not listening to this podcast,
That's a problem.
we will go to Wichita, and it's going to be for a business meeting.
Okay.
Okay?
Bring the sword.
We're going to bring this sword.
We're jumping right over that PG-13 and going right on in there, aren't we?
There's no leap from PG-13 to R, is there? There's nothing in the middle. Right, we need to tread lightly. AJ, no nudity.
Yes, please.
I'm going home.
Unless it's playful.
Okay, there's the I'm going home. See, that's the episode. I'm going home.
The one where I went home. But Church in the Dark, fantastic times.
Nice.
We're going to be starting some good stuff. I have a couple ideas. One, I thought it'd be good do like maybe once a month to hold like a service at 9 o'clock at night in the church in the dark. Boom.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right? 2,
Who's going to preach?
whoever, Steve.
I don't know if I'm cut out for that.
It's
Neither
not.
do I.
I do it. I'm not cut out for it. There's a lot of people in the Bible that weren't cut out for it, and they did it.
I don't know. All I could think to say is, y'all need Jesus.
Have you seen The Honest
Work-
Preacher on YouTube?
Work it out.
The honest preacher.
No. No. I have seen the farting preacher, though. That's always good.
You need to look up Honest Preacher. It is hilarious.
All right.
Another one is doing me and some friends like stay the night in like the sound booth and do random check-ins throughout the night. Stay up all night.
Do like a lock-in.
Yeah.
Church in the Dark lock-in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Why the sound booth?
I have a couple ideas that involve everybody being in the sound booth.
No, you cannot string up a zip line from the sound booth.
No,
Yes,
I want
yes,
to.
yes, we can.
I want to set up a spotlight in the sound booth.
I want to do the zip line idea now, and I want to fill that baptismal.
With slime.
That's how we are baptizing people from now
Yes.
on. By the time they get down there, we have done the whole in the name of the Father, the Son.
That reminds me. One of my favorite news sources, of course, is Babylon Bee.
Yes.
and they did a whole thing about this church that put in a water slide for this baptisms, and people were like, "That is so sacrilegious! I can't believe it." I'm like, "It's a satire website. Do you not get that? Satire."
They don't get it.
They don't.
And one other idea I have is doing glow in the dark Nerf gun fights.
That'd be fun.
Mhm.
Or
I mean-
just do full on paintball.
I mean, if we were going to repaint the whole church, I'd be down for that. But I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
Miss Janet would be okay.
No,
I'm gonna say no to paintball.
I can answer for the.
We could do the
that one.
paintball
No.
outside though.
The deacon said no.
Trusty.
The trustee.
Trustee, yeah.
Another exciting news coming from Prairie Meadows Church is that very soon, it's already been roasted. We are getting our own church blend coffee. Prairie Meadows Blend Coffee. Specifically
cannot
blended
wait.
and roasted for Prairie Meadows Church.
How much is this going to cost?
We're still figuring out the cost of the big bags, but
Okay.
we do have sample bags that we will be giving out for free.
How large are the big bags? Like a pound or
12-ounce bags.
ounce bags? Okay. Just curious. I'm trying to figure out how many bags I need to buy.
And it's whole bean coffee. And we are going to buy a grinder for the church if you need to grind up your whole bean coffee. But that's exciting. It's going to be an Ethiopian Colombian blend.
It's good stuff.
What kind of roast is it?
It's a light roast. We can do future batches of different types of roast if people demand it. But Kelly's like, I like light roast. I was like, okay.
I'm kind of like, if the coffee doesn't make me immediately have to use the restroom, it's not dark enough.
I'm a dark coffee guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this should be good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Ethiopian coffees
Kelly likes
naturally dark anyways.
Kelly
Yeah, it
likes
is.
light roast because she likes more caffeine.
I mean, what wakes you up more than having to find the restroom quickly?
Right?
Caffeine.
Just saying.
Episode 14, the one with the poop.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you had chicken wings the night before and then you get the coffee.
Chicken wings
It's-
and coffee.
I've made the mistake
major
of
combination.
eating.
And El Pocho red sauce.
I've had burritos and Taco Bell and stuff and drunk coffee afterwards
Ooh.
and immediately regretted it.
You should be right at the restroom.
Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
it's bad news bears.
Taco Bell. We know what it's going to do to us, but we keep going back.
It's cheap.
It's not cheap anymore.
I
Yeah,
go there
not
and
really.
eat food.
It's not. I got a number one the other day.
Well, there's an issue.
And the number one gave me a number two.
But the problem is I stick with the cravings.
Yeah.
The craving thing,
That is cheap.
cheesy bean and rice burritos.
Mhm.
You get 2 cheesy bean and rice burritos and a what's that, spicy chicken melt.
Yeah.
That's
Don't they
that's
usually
$3.50.
They throw that the cinnamon twists in with those sometimes. On
Yeah,
some
you
of
can.
those.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
that.
That is cheap, but I'm stuck on just the tacos. So I go in there and I'm like, hey, I'll take a number one with a Diet Pepsi, and they're like, that'll be $8.95. I'm like, for 3 tacos?
It's that Diet Pepsi.
It's crazy. The Diet Pepsi's cheap. It's cheap. I can buy like a 42 pack for $7.95 at Sam's. Like, there's no way this thing
You're
should.
paying for the cup.
Yeah. It's still ridiculous.
So, what I'm getting is the next batch we order, we get a dark roast.
Sure.
Or go medium.
Go medium.
We'll do a slow progression.
Progression.
Eventually, we'll have all the roast. Make
Yeah.
everyone happy.
Death coffee.
We need to do a breakfast blend.
Well, breakfast blends are light roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
That's what I'm saying.
This first batch will be the breakfast blend.
Okay, we'll put that on the package so we all know.
It's too late. It's been sent to the.
If you
It's
seen
been
the
sent to the printer.
if you seen the logo,
Are you making a logo?
No.
BC client?
I made the logo.
Oh, okay.
I dabble.
Apples.
I dabble, but each logo is going to get darker as the
Yeah.
as the
The blue will be our breakfast blend. And then we'll get to like orange for
the medium,
medium.
and then the burnt brown. You know what's up.
Mm.
Instead of a coffee cup, I'll put a toilet.
Bruce, I'm coming to you for my imaging. You get to design the logo for the dark roast. I did ask Bruce, but then Jacob sent me that. I was like, we can use that. That's fine.
I mean, I paid
It's not-
$35 for that.
Might as well use it.
It's not Bruce quality, but it'll work.
Hey, I'm an apprentice. Nobody's teaching me, but I'm.
If only we knew someone.
I think it was pretty good.
Right on. Yeah, I'm excited because Ethiopian Yirgacheffe is my favorite coffee.
Yeah, he gave us two choices, and the first was a Brazilian Colombian, which would have been cheaper.
Yeah.
But I was like, we'll go for the better coffee because we want it to be good,
Right on.
the best we
I'm
can
down.
get.
I mean, Brazilian's not bad.
Yeah,
So-
it comes from my friend I went to college with, Mark Hedrick. He's a pastor in St. Louis area, but he is more into coffee than anyone I know. But he buys the raw beans and roasts them himself and all that.
Nice. So is it a custom roast then, or is this his roast?
No, it's a custom roast. He gave me options, and he's customly roasting this for us.
Right on.
Nobody else will have it.
Right on. I don't know about coffee roasting other than I've seen some people do it with the cast iron skillets in small amounts. Otherwise, I don't know anything. Do they add stuff to it for different roasts, or?
I just buy it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am.
No,
I know
the
what I
different
like.
roasts are how long you roast it for.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know because I've seen where you can buy like a whole bean and it's like Colombian hazelnut. Is that just a flavor they add, or do they actually throw
I think they add
hazelnuts
the
in?
hazelnut flavor, but the different
Okay.
flavors of coffee, a lot of them are the type of beans you get from different places.
Okay. I don't know. What about those ones that, since we're, talking about bowel movements a lot, what about the coffee? Have you ever had the coffee where the cats eat
No.
the bean and then
No.
they doo-doo them, and then they get the beans out of the doo-doo, and
No, I
somehow
don't know.
that makes it better?
But I know what you're talking about.
Is it cats or monkeys
it's,
or
it's
something?
some kind of like I don't know what the animal is.
I think it's some
It's
sort
like
of
a
cat.
lemur or something.
Or, okay, maybe it's a lemur or something like
But-
that. Yeah.
No. And nor do I ever plan on.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
Future podcast. You get us some coffee, we'll drink it.
It's supposed to be really expensive.
Yeah, for one, it's really expensive.
Well, I
seems
think
like.
it'd have to be because they'd have to pay somebody a lot to dig that stuff out of there.
And I don't know if I could do it.
That was in the movie with Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
He liked to drink that coffee.
yeah.
It's all.
It's supposedly the best coffee on the planet.
There's also an episode of Go Diego Go. Only strawberry plants. Lainey, when she was younger, was watching it, and I was half paying attention. And all of a sudden, I just looked up, and this lizard was going across the strawberry field, leaving little brown spots behind him. Like, what? And then the fun fact was like, yes, these lizards eat strawberries and poop out the seeds, and plants grow.
Circle of life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it seems kind of above TVY.
See, we're still PG.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could talk about cocaine and still be PG.
We are 80s PG.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that was nowadays.
Titanic
PG.
was PG.
If we're going 80s PG, we all got to get parachute pants.
What do you mean we have to get it? I already have some.
Break out
Right
the
on.
Miami Vice jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, I heard the Don Johnson album the other day that he put out during Miami Vice. It's pretty good. So, anyway, we're coming down to the end here.
Like and subscribe.
Notification bell, 5 spotties.
5 spotted.
whatever,
Follow us.
Whatever they do on everything else. 5-star review on Apple. That's what you do.
Follow the church.
Yeah.
Follow Three Men with Beers. Follow Church in the Dark. Follow Bruce. Follow AJ.
And Phil, if you don't listen, we're coming for you.
Coming for you, Phil.
Yeah.
Philip Gonzalez.
Probably just give you a hug though. Ain't seen you in forever.
I'm bringing the sword.
Throne.